A lot of you guys might have thought about becoming a validator on Solana, and like being like Solana is like one of the only chains that allows you to be like have more than 100 validators on the consensus level. So this talk just runs through all the possible ways that you can go and become a validator, what all you need to think about. So yeah, that's the major summary of the whole thing. So yeah, I'm Dhruv. We'll just skip to intros. Main thing is you need to understand the client space. The whole validator thing isn't this like a just big DevOps problem to solve, and you just need like pure DevOps skills, right? You just need to know Linux fundamentals. You need to know how do you handle bare metal servers and Docker, maybe like a bit of Kubernetes, Terraform, etc., right? But there's like a lot more stuff to it that a lot of people don't think about, and yeah, that's majorly it. So DevOps is still a major chunk of it, but you need to also think about how do you figure out stake, and the more stake you have, the more responsibility you have in the network. So yeah, before that, the bare metal box, right? So if you're running a validator, it's just one big bare metal box. Either be it like a 24 core box or a 32 core box, depending on what you're running, what spec you're running. Minimum requirements are like 256 gig and so on. Uh, yeah, yeah. Major problem, as I said, is figuring out the stake part. Now, why stake is important, right? In proof of stake systems, the more stake you have, the more responsibility you have towards the network, and that responsibility is be it like having uptime, making sure yeah none of the malicious transactions are getting included and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the one major thing that people don't think about. So if you are trying to run a Solana node, the minimum requirements are 50,000-60,000 Sol. So that results in a big number in dollar terms or INR terms, whichever you consider. The stake is one major factor. So there's few ways you can figure out stake. A lot of stake pools do exist in the ecosystem. You have performance pools like Shinobi. You have like regional pools like Aero. I'm founder of Dino, which does based on like your contribution to ecosystem. So there's different pools that will delegate to you based on what you want to do. A lot of validators do focus on performance because performance is just generally a good metric to track, which is not objective. You can just put a yeah, and a lot of pools are still trying to focus on subjective parts of the network where they give stake based on subjective metrics. Few of them are Dino, Aero. You can check out Santum's website. They have like everything listed about stake pools. Now, these guys help you get started with bootstrapping your initial stake. And yeah, you just have to, after that, hunt for stake or steal it from others. But yeah, that's about stake. Another major part is the validator's performance. So a lot of validators do run in Frankfurt, be it Europe, Amsterdam, those specific regions, majorly because the performance is better. The network's epicenter is that region. So if you're trying to land a transaction, if you're sending it via any Europe channel, it's like higher probability that it will land. You're getting data much faster as well. So those are like the few major things that everyone should consider if you're running a validator. If you want to make it a performance validator or make it a regional validator, which moves from like outside, like different regions, be it like Singapore, Japan, all those regions have heavy stake as well, and little to no validators. So that whole part is again your choice. I choose like IceStaking is a performance validator, so we operate in Amsterdam and Frankfurt, and yeah, that's like we do voting mods. There are different types of mods as well on performance scheduling, and having like a Rust background helps with that because you can make a lot of changes to the core code, allowing you to have better performance over others. Be it like just voting latency, right? Even if you're in the same data center as someone else, having a better latency will result in you getting into better stake pools, and those stake pools will give you more stake. That hence your revenue increases, and yeah. So having Rust knowledge, having C knowledge, depending on if you want to change fire dancer code. That helps a lot building these modded clients. And and modding is not bad if you don't do anything super bad with it, like increase block times and stuff. A lot of people have tried that to increase revenue, but are openly getting called. So yeah, that's roughly the space. So yeah, if you're good with figuring out stake, if you know what are mods, how do you build mods, you understand the core architecture, you're kind of set to good to go. You just need a business partner to figure out, help you get more stake. And yeah, that's all. Thank you.